Hi, everybody, and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles, and on this episode, we're reviewing New Japan's Pro Wrestling Strong, Episode 90. If you haven't seen one of my shows before, we rate everything on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. With that being said, let's jump right into the show. First match of the evening, we get a 6-man tag match. Rocky Romero, Alex Coughlin, and Adrian Quest versus Danny Limelight, JR Kratos, and Black Tiger, all representing Team Filthy. I thought this was a really solid opener. I like all these guys in here. The more I'm seeing of Alex Coughlin, the more I'm realizing how big of a star he's going to be. Rocky is so underrated. Adrian Quest, I'm still on the fence on. Danny Limelight, I think, is great. JR Kratos, like I've said it before, he's a great monster. Black Tiger, it's obvious it's Ricky Reyes, and Ricky Reyes is awesome as well. I thought this was a really good way to open the show. I enjoy these multi-band matches on New Japan more than I do in even WWE or Impact or AEW. Mostly because it's not just something as a throwaway. It's something that actually advances the storyline. Rocky Romero, Alex Coughlin, and Adrian Quest pick up the win here. I'm giving this a solid 4. I thought it was a really great opener. Got me excited, got me hyped up for the show. The crowd was way into it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Now coming off of that, we get our next match of the evening. It's prefaced by saying if Fred Rosser can beat both of the West Coast Wrecking Crew, he'll get a title shot against Filthy Tom Lawler, who's on commentary. Again, more members of Team Filthy. So we get Fred Rosser versus the West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell Nelson and Royce Isaacs. This match was good. I enjoyed this match very much. It was your standard face trying to fight against the odds. Fred Rosser he's great. I mean, this was a really good, solid match. I like Nelson and Isaacs as a team. I think, and I believe even on commentary, Alex Kozlov even said it. If Strong had a tag team championship, these guys would be top contenders for it. This was a good match. The West Coast Wrecking Crew pick up the win here. Afterwards, we see Filthy Tom Lawler come out to the ring, basically bring up when he cut Rosser's hair before, say if you want the title shot, you have to cut your hair, which we see both Isaacs and Nelson start shaving his head. He starts shaving parts of his hair off, and then Lawler says, no, you're not going to get the shot. Then he says to him, if you want a shot, we're going to come up in, I forget what the show in DC is called. It's on my birthday. I'll put up the belt. You have to put up if you lose. You have to leave New Japan Strong. This is just a classic wrestling angle that's been done since wrestling's been done on a professional level. I enjoy it. We're either going to see a new champion or we're going to see Fred Rosser come back under a mask, which I kind of hope it's the latter. I hope that they do a masked wrestler that's obvious who it is gimmick. I love those gimmicks. Those things they're so goofy, but they're so good. The way the stories can play out with them, and with Team Filthy as the antagonists, I think this would really, really play out well with Fred Rosser being under a mask is probably FR something or the Great Rosser or Mr. No Days Off, something super obvious. Like I said, West Coast Wrecking Crew picked up the win. For that, with everything afterwards, Tom Lawler's awesome. I'm giving this a 5. I thought it was fantastic. We get a short promo talking about Chris Dickinson coming back to Strong. Before we go into our main event of the evening, in the USFJ Challenge, Hikuleo versus Switchblade Jay White. We get to finally find out where Hikuleo's alliances lie. Is he going to go with his brothers and and leave Bullet Club? Is he going to stay with Jay? I thought this was phenomenal. Hikuleo, this is the best match I've seen him in. Jay White is, and don't get it twisted, there's a reason why it's his best match. Jay White brought him there. Not saying Hikuleo is not immensely talented. Jay White made this match the best match he possibly could for Hikuleo. They worked it so well with Jay White working on Hikuleo's knee, with Hikuleo trying to do the power moves, it not really breaking down, but seeds of frustration all through the match. I thought it was a really, really great match. Like I said, I think it's Hikuleo's best match that I've seen personally. Jay White picks up the win here. That wasn't in doubt for me. I kind of felt this was obvious Jay's going to win this. But the story is afterwards. Jay gets the chair, gets a chair, and feints like he's going to hit Hikuleo with it, but sits in it, starts conversing with him, tells him, you are the future of Bullet Club, but this isn't the future. I'm the leader right now. Learn under me. Asks him to throw up the too sweet. Hikuleo finally does. He throws up the too sweet. So we found out where he stands. Hikuleo has abandoned his brothers, and he's joined Jay White in the Bullet Club. Not that he wasn't already in Bullet Club, but he's chosen his sides. He's chosen to stick with Jay White. Interesting. I think it's an interesting story. I think it's an interesting story beat. I am very well invested in this Bullet Club vs. Gorillas of Destiny storyline. I thought this whole thing was fantastic. I'm giving it a 5. I thought it was a great match. The whole show in general, to me, was really good to great. I can't say enough good about this show. It was, from the opening bell to the end of the show, everything about this was awesome. I'm giving the whole show a 5. I thought it was really solid. I forgot to mention in the first match, J.R. Kratos attacked Alex Coughlin after the match, which is continuing their feud. Again, just between the matches, the storylines, everything that advanced here, I thought it was a great show. Like I said, giving the whole show a 5 overall. I thoroughly enjoyed everything. What do you guys think? Did you watch this? Let me know down here what your opinion of the show is. Make sure you hit like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't. And if you made it all the way to the end, throw a switchblade down in the comments for me so I know you made it to the end. With all that being said, my name is George Coles, and this has been my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong, Episode 90.